This soldier's foot was locked by his comrades. An other end of the chain was tightly fixed to a rock. After making sure he couldn't escape, they threw him a gun and a small amount of food, then left, leaving him to face enemy fire alone. The soldier was terrified. As soon as the others were out of sight, he aimed his gun at the chain, trying to break it with bullets, but he failed. Just then, the roar of enemy aircraft came from above. Frightened, the soldier quickly dropped to the ground. He didn't want to die. After the air raid temporarily passed, the soldier immediately started searching for any useful tools. When he saw a pair of black-rimmed glasses, he suddenly had an idea. He used a small knife to pry out both lenses, stacked them together, then broke off a piece of pine branch and chewed it in his mouth until it became a paste. He spat it out, stuck it in the gap between the two lenses, and added some saliva. A simple magnifying glass was done. Then he adjusted the lenses and aimed them at the part of the chain on the rock. Under the sunlight, the dry grass started to smoke. He quickly added more wood, then poured a cup of water onto the spot, trying to use thermal expansion and contraction to crack the rock. Surprisingly, it actually worked, but the chain was embedded too deep in the rock, so breaking free wasn't easy. The soldier kept trying patiently, repeating the steps again and again until all the fuel was used up, yet he still didn't succeed. The roar of enemy aircraft grew louder and more frequent. Bombs even started falling. The soldier grew more scared and anxious, but the iron spike still wouldn't budge, firmly stuck in place. He collapsed against the rock, falling into despair. He only had a few bullets left, but the soldier didn't give up. He wedged a bullet tip into the clasp of a metal barrel, twisted it a few times, and took it apart. Then he poured all the gunpowder out, collected it in a can, and set it all off. With a loud bang, the spike finally began to loosen. Overjoyed, he pulled over a rock, raised it high, and struck the spike from different angles. Then he wrapped his hand with clothing to increase grip, gritted his teeth, and used all his strength. Finally, he pulled the spike out and broke free. The man burst into joyful laughter. He had finally regained his freedom. Then, carrying an empty gun on his back, he ran forward with happiness. He didn't know where he was headed, but as long as there was no more war or killing, the future would be bright.